GLG.
Exactly. Where Sung just shoots 1,200 missiles and Dendy crouches. S666. Do Larry and Okami team together regularly, or?
They've done it on a few occasions at least.
Yeah.
I think they did 2 weeks ago.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. You say there's a green to go to battlefield?
Yep.
Okay. So...
See, whenever they give Sung any amount of space, he's going to be shooting all the missiles, so...
Yeah. Samus is interesting to me here just because Okami and Larry are both very, very good against Samus. They generally beat Samuses whenever they play them.
I think this team in particular, though, Dendy and Sung, they really avoid turning it into 2 1v1s.
Yeah, like I was going to say that this isn't just interesting in that it wouldn't make sense in singles, but it can work out in doubles. Like a lot of what's harsh for Samus, what's harsh for Samus against Sheik is that she can punish Samus pretty badly out of a grab. Like a lot of the time will take probably something like an average of 4 grabs per stock, in addition with a few other hits for Sheik to effectively be able to kill Samus. But in teams, that's pretty different. Sheik's down throw is pretty laggy. This is not something you can afford to throw out all that much, especially when there's a Puff on the field. Because if Puff sees Sheik just down throwing Samus, Puff can just go in and rest.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, as for the actual match,
Ooh.
Larry likes reflecting missiles.
Yeah, it's probably even better in teams, although Dendy is typically good at just crouching under them or hitting them, but now he's gotten hit by 2 of them. So.
Yeah. The big thing that Falco needs to look out for when he's shining Samus's lasers, or not lasers, missiles, is that Samus can just dash attack the reflected missile and then punish Falco when he's still stuck in his shine.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the big mix-ups that Samus players love to do. Because it immediately cancels her dash attack and she can act out of it immediately while Falco's stuck in there.
Yeah.
I've seen some Samuses too, they'll just missile and then kind of like full hop over it. And then if the Falco shines it, she gets a free down air.
Yeah. Okay. So Okami's holding onto the stock very firmly. Not really surprising, he likes to serve that sort of role in teams.
Yeah, yeah.
And also, neither of Red Team's characters are ones that will just be killing Sheik super easily. Like, Samus isn't going to have the easiest time just comboing Sheik into a kill move. I would assume most of the time Sheik gets a kill on Samus. It'd be with an edge guard, with something like an up tilt or a forward smash.
Dang, 180%. Okami's the only one with not 1 stock, and he has 3, so it's going to be tough to come back here for the Red Team.
He's not even really being campy right now. He's just kind of going in and spacing aerials.
Yeah, exactly. It does look like they both have a lot of comfort with these characters, like you were saying at the start, and it is mattering because... Oh!
Okay. And that works.
Larry was looking for a follow-up from the top platform, but he just died from the sides.
Yeah. Fun fact. In most circumstances, Zelda's forward air is a better rest punish than the side of a charged up smash.
I think it was over from Europe. Was it him who started doing a strategy of starting his Sheik against Puff and then at 90% switching to Zelda?
Ice is the first person I saw actually do that.
Yeah.
Apparently Leffen gave him the idea. Okay.
That was a nice rest punishing the side B, yeah.
Yeah, that's something that didn't really happen at all the last game.
Yeah, exactly. There was no rest. It's funny because Okami's really been controlling Dendy. He kind of just keeps him at the edge and doesn't let him get past him. And that's enough to kind of let Larry 1v1 Sung and do well against him. So. With a team that's traditionally really hard to kill, Puff and Samus, because you don't really have a target. Both of them are dying. They're not having too much trouble.
Yeah, they're not really going for any crazy gimps or anything. Yeah, these are not characters that you typically would be gimping, but they seem like they're very comfortable just getting them up to like 140%.
Exactly, and then killing them with a there. Look at that.
Okay.
Ooh, I think Okami could have gotten something, but he was stuck in the
I would have run up and up smashed.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Ooh, Dendy somehow getting hit by that. We'll see how long Okami can make this stock last this time.
Someone's kind of lucky to not get punished for that kind of awkward missile he just shot straight over Okami's shield.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess Okami was just kind of the deer in the headlights there. Okay. So you see Sheik's do that recovery quite a bit. It gets them a little more distance than it does otherwise. But something specific to teams that's nice is that it also makes the recovery take longer.
Yeah.
So your partner has more time to come and get in the way. Like,
yeah, especially in that situation where his partner was dead. So
yeah. It did give Larry enough time to come back and be relevant by the time that Okami actually reaches the stage again.
Yep. So we got a closer game this time. It looks like the extra space is helping them live longer, and also kind of they're able to utilize the space better too. So.
Yeah, so far they're still just kind of riding the momentum they have from that early rest lead.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that spaced forward smash you can't punish with a grab.
Yeah, getting rest against this team is definitely looking kind of hard. He only got one, so this team doesn't get to make use of like having a teammate grab and having Puff rust, which is like one of Puff's major thing in teams, but it doesn't really happen with Puff Samus.
Larry was pretty clearly looking for a get-up attack there. I'm kind of surprised that then he just drifted into him.
Got hit, yeah.
Just in general, a lot of the time, if somebody's on the ground and they see somebody approaching from the air, a lot of the time they'll want to get-up attack just because the invincibility from that will just beat the aerial. The person will just get hit with a get-up attack.
Yeah, and since Puff's able to switch her momentum so quick, it's good. Oh, wow. Dendy's not avoiding the missiles as good as he normally does this match.
That's one way to wake up a Puff. Drawn missile from off stage. Even if that rest hit, it wouldn't have really mattered. There's no way that would have killed Larry at 10% in the middle of Dreamland.
Yeah, Dreamland.
It probably would have been better to just.
Although
like,
if I had sent him to the right, Sung was recovering, probably could have edge guarded from there. So.
Maybe.
Yeah. It's not for sure, but it would have been better than not hitting the rest.
If Sun hadn't used his double jump yet, then yes. At this point, I don't remember if he still had a double jump.
That's true, but I think he might have had time to like grab onto the edge and then edge guard from there.
Maybe.
Maybe not though.
I think Larry would have been able to recover too high.
That's true, yeah. Okay, well, blue team's brought it back now, so if they're able to...
I would really want to kill Falco right now. And that looks like that's what they're thinking too.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not able to make use of center stage as good as blue team is. Whenever blue team is center stage, they really keep him on the edge locked down. This time we had Samus on a platform, Puff on the ground, and it didn't get them too much, so...
Yeah. Especially in the... Puff especially is a character who's kind of nebulous with regards to stage control a lot of the time.
Yeah.
She's very frequently comfortable just being wherever on stage. Center stage, off stage, by the side. She's pretty comfortable just drifting around a lot of the time. It doesn't make too much of a difference.
That's true.
It will in some matchups, but... Like, I think it matters against Falco a bit, but...
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, well, this is a 2v1, but it's not a huge advantage at all, so...
No. Sun getting the extender.
Oh, Sun with the extender. Yeah, the extender is interesting. I'm not sure why not more people use it. There's no extra lag on it than a normal grab at all, so... In theory, you should just do it every time. Nice rest.
I know Hugs used to not like to do it because in a circumstance in which he could trigger an extender, he would have rather charged his charge shot.
That was Sung and Dendy.
Yeah, it's 1-1 now. It's 1-1 now.
Yeah.
Okay, false start.
But yeah, no, you can charge the extender just with like a air dodge down grapple.
Yeah.
And it takes just 3 inputs to do. So
yeah. So I know Sun is a big fan of the extender. I know. And Hugs recently said on Twitter that he is a convert now who will be trying to look for places to use it in this game. It's kind of hard to picture that for me, but it seems like the opposite of something Hugs would like to do.
Yeah, the biggest downside to the extender is that you can't grab people in the air.
Yes.
Which is sometimes a problem, especially, I see Daryl a lot do combos out of grab, like will combo into grab into something else. You can't do that if you have the extender, so.
Okay. Now we're off. Okami with an oddly placed grab that hit Larry after he shined both members of red team.
It makes sense that Sung switches to Fox here, probably.
I don't really like that Okami tried to get an up smash on Fox. I think an up air would have been better.
Yeah.
Good smash DI on the drill to dodge the shining grab.
Ooh, can Dendy? No, Dendy could have tied it up there, made something happen, but he missed. Larry with a good recovery.
I've been seeing a little more of Sun's Fox nowadays. And his Fox is pretty solid when it's not doing stuff like that, at least.
Yeah.
But for the most part, looks like a real Fox. Beat him some pretty good players in the tournament before.
Yep. I know it's not his favorite character, but he's definitely have a solid Fox, so something he can fall back on for certain stages and stuff.
It was really good by Okami there, just to prevent Larry from just getting up to arrested.
Sung's getting bounced around a little bit. It looks like he's hasn't quite adapted to the change of pace. Oh wow, that was almost a good follow-up by Okami.
Yeah, even if his Fox is solid, in a lot of ways it's not the most experienced Fox.
Yeah.
And again, this is going to be a matchup where the other two people know the matchup a lot better than him. Although Okami does kind of have a history of struggling with Fox.
It's probably mitigated by teams again though, so. Well, it looked like, oh no, never mind. I thought Dendy got like a Phantom hit out of that rest wake up. Ooh. Okay, I don't know why he went over there to wake him up when he could have just edge guarded Okami. There was no threats towards Dendy there.
I think I like what Okami did there. Like, I think he realized that Dendy would have just saved Sun if he didn't do anything. So he just said, okay, I'm just going to do a neutral air. It'll save Sun, but it'll also hit Dendy.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Red team's definitely still in this. Well.
As long as there's a Jigglypuff alive,
it's good, yeah.
And both people on the team are there.
Exactly, yeah. If Fox can survive this situation, it doesn't look like he can.
Yeah, now you can't really do that because with the Fox alive, even if he's not doing much, he can afford to wake up a resting Jigglypuff.
That's spite.
Okay, so 2-1 definite Okami.
Yep.
Let's see what Sun.
Now they've already used Dreamland. They're probably going to go Pokemon now. Or FD.
FD would make sense.
Yeah. Well, and there it's paying off already with Dendy getting the up throw rest.
Yeah. It makes sense for Sun because it's easier for Samus to be relevant when characters can't hide from her own
platforms.
That
was so close. That was a really bold rest. It wasn't really like a guaranteed combo. It was kind of like, I'll get you right after hit stun wears off, but it didn't happen. So. And we saw Dendy crouching for the missiles there, but Larry was in the way, and Okami realized that, walked up and grabbed him. Which is kind of dangerous because sometimes she just misses her grab.
Sun just like single-handedly shoved blue team to the right side of the stage.
Yeah.
It's not something you see Samus's do a lot.
Yeah, Sun's definitely good at controlling space with Samus on this stage, especially. Good combo.
I like the way Sun weaved around in the air there. It looked like he had Okami in mind and just didn't want Okami to run up and hit him.
Yep.
So he kind of did this awkward drift backward, drift forward to keep himself at least somewhat safe from Okami.
Now Samus is really good at delaying her recovery forever.
Yep. So far, the left side of the stage has not been kind to blue team.
Exactly, right? We got to go to the right. The right edge is better for us. Oh, dang. Larry accidentally spiking his teammate there. I wasn't quite sure what happened, but then Ooh.
I was expecting Dendy to try to go for a rest out of that, but...
Yeah, I think he tried to go for the up air rest to be more guaranteed, but...
Yeah, and also, just the place Okami ended up popping out of the up, he was a little high for just a straight rest.
Yeah, it was. Larry going for the 2 shines to kill him off the top. Oh, that forward tilt must have been a mistake. Although it kind of got him quite a lot. So.
Then he might have been able to cover that with a down tilt, but he went really high for some reason. Maybe he expected a high forward B.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Good dash attack.
High forward B is probably a more common option in teams anyways, because like Well, maybe not in that situation because it was kind of a 1v1. But a lot
Yeah,
of times,
Sun was way over on the left.
Yeah.
Samus isn't a character who's going to be running over and saving you in an instant.
that's true.
Unless he just decides to like super wave dash across the scene.
I know Sung says he's a big fan of super wave dashing and he wants to make it a part of his game, but he hasn't done it yet.
Yeah.
Like, he hasn't put in the practice to really make it consistent. So maybe that's something we'll see soon.
That side B is important. This should be a dead. Oh, Dendy should have just waited, did let chop rest. She can't do anything to dodge it at that point. So instead, Dendy just did this slow edge
good
guard.
after.
Missile there, okay.
I mean, I guess that's actually probably the most damage you could have gotten there.
Well, he probably could have done something better than the Nair, but I agree with the missile.
Yeah. He didn't have too much time.
I could do missile forward smash.
Oh, yeah, he could have missile and then just wait after it. Or run forward.
Run forward, crouch forward smash.
Larry's just shining missiles like, oh yeah, maybe I should go save my teammate. Dendy doing what he does best. Waiting.
That was a little fancy on Sun's part. I would have liked to just see a simple neutral air or something. Or a back air. Back air probably would have been better. I really like the bomb there. Because no one aerial that Sun could have thrown out would have been that great in that position, and just falling also would have been dangerous given where Blue Team was. So instead he just said, okay, I'm just going to stall a bit with the bomb.
Watching Sung just shoot missiles whenever he's at space. Oh, okay, Larry with a good tag saving his life. That probably kept him in this game right now. Cause
He would have actually probably just been sent back on stage if the down smash didn't go tech. I think Sun only did a down smash just because it's fast. Like, it's not that great for edge guarding people when you send them towards the stage.
yeah, it might have stage spiked. Maybe not.
That was a really good laser by Larry right there. It saved Okami from just being stuck in landing like forever from the upbeat.
Oh, okay, nice forward smash there. Now he's going to trust Sung to 1v1 Larry, especially since he's dropped. That's now forward smash, very nice.
Yeah, edge.
All
Okay,
right, they brought it back. It's 2-2 now.
last game.
Probably to go back to a smaller stage.
Fiction waves at us.
Waves. We'll see if Sung switches to one of his 18 secondaries for this match. No, Pokemon. Yeah, actually, Sung likes this match.
I agree with Stain.
Yeah.
The only other character I think the Suns that would be reasonable to try out would be Sheik, but he generally doesn't handle Okami too well in the matchup. Granted, not that he does with Samus anyways, but he already talked about how it's a peculiar team that has its own benefits that are quite different from how they function in singles.
Exactly, yeah.
That down air was really weird. It's kind of unusual to see a Samus try to approach a Sheik with just a sort of slow fade in.
Yeah, just slow aerials. This is what Sung likes about this stage right here. The perfect platform height for the missile spam. Then that's how he's been getting most of his rests on Larry. It's by getting the raw side Bs onto the stage and then he just punishes them. So while he misses edge guards earlier against Larry when Larry was going for the edge, every time Larry goes for the stage, he gets punished. So
Yeah.
we'll see if Larry recognizes
I think it's interesting that he's getting those on Larry, but not on Okami. Because if anything, Sheik's recovery is easier to get a free rest on than Falco's is.
Yeah, I think Okami's recovery's been slow enough for the most part that Larry typically is there when he's recovering. So while Larry gets knocked off and immediately side B's back on.
At least sometimes, not always.
Right.
There were definitely some times when Dendy just dropped a free rest.
Right. Oh, wow, that was, I guess, what he needed in that situation. Yeah, it looks like it's turned around a little bit now. Red team's looking more comfortable than they did in the first couple games. Oh, that was a good bomb. That was a perfect bait as Larry just jumps into it and gets exploded. Sun could have followed up, but he messed up. It was still a good bomb to front.
And I do think that Dendy more actively threatening with rests is probably the single biggest change. Like, first game, I don't remember a single rest. I don't remember a situation that looked like Dendy was going to go for a rest. But then he's been creating a lot of those opportunities since then.
Oh, wow, he just barely missed like 2 kill moves there. Could have been a big game changer. Yeah, he gets the follow-up.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to just run up and shield. Like, people in teams love just throwing people at the other teammates when they come close.
Yeah.
So just run up shield's a really good response to that.
Oh, God. Sung weaving between the missiles, like not just crouching, he was weaving between them. And then Sung's the one who gets hit by the shine. Oh wow, didn't expect him to die from that. I guess 132 though.
Sung's just gonna keep shielding. Yeah. Right there when someone's by the edge. He didn't want to throw it at up B or anything because he would have gone punished. He just said, okay, I'm just gonna sit in my shield for a bit, wait it off, hope they don't grab me. Which they probably won't.
Yeah, that's one of the things, I know Fiction would always talk to me about that, or talk about this, about how shield is the best thing in teams, just in general. Just whenever you're in a position where there's like 3 people, he's like, just hold shield, you'll probably be okay.
Yeah, I was talking to Chu about teams at Apex, and he's like, you know, I just sit on my light shield 90% of the time. Yeah, so especially against a team like this, just because, I mean, Sheik's throw game is good, it definitely is in singles, but down throw takes so long that it becomes a serious liability in teams.
Yep.
And Falco's throw game, it's always been solid, but never amazing. Like, if you're shielding and Falco grabs you, you probably don't need to be terrified.
Yeah, and also, like, Sheik is not the best character to follow up. Like, if it was Falco Falcon in a 1v2 and Falco grabs, you're afraid of the knee, but what are you afraid of if Falco grabs you and Sheik's there? Not too much.
Run up smash.
You run up smash. That close to the edge, she has to hit her teammate too. Now, Sung doing a great job on this. Oh, yep, on this stage, dying at 190, really holding on to that stock. Oh my gosh, that is so unfortunate. I don't think I've ever seen Dendy rest Sung in teams before. That was that crouching hitbox. When you crouch and her, like, the hitbox of rest is still above her, so it looks like it's not going to hit, and then rest. And still surprised it didn't hit either of blue team though. Okay, well, red team could die quickly here, or they could stay alive for a long time here. So it's going to depend on if they can close out these kills. Cause okay, that's probably what they wanted, because then they can 1v2 Dendy if they get this kill. But Sung's definitely going to take his time. Oh, I don't know why he just a 4. Okay, he knew what he was doing. We'll see if he can actually do this 1v1 with Larry, though.
Larry tends to be good at matchups like this.
Yeah, he is. He is really good at all the slow matchups. That's why he's so good at PM. Larry playing around, practicing tech skill. Dendy with the crouch jabs.
I don't think either character has a move that'll hit all the way through the tree.
Yeah,
the only possibility I can think of is a really close Falco 4 tilt, but I don't think that would.
Yeah, it would. Unless maybe Jigglypuff 4 tilted at the exact same time, and that got hit by the 4 tilt. Oh, he gets a kill too. That was pretty quick. Yeah, I figured once it got down to a 1v1 between Larry and Dendy, Larry's just too good at that matchup. Very close match though. I think without the rest on Sung might have looked different because it put him in such a bad position.
Yeah, that was
because Sung got knocked really far off, and then Dendy got punished really hard too. So it's just all around a game changer there. But I do think that was winner, so we'll see if Sung and Dendy can bring it down.
Yeah, that was winner semis.
Yep.
So, are we doing winners finals now? Looks like it. Fiction's trying to get MacD's attention. MacD's ignoring him.
Hey, MacD, MacD.